There's always a lesson in everything, and everything doesn't happen for everything happens for a reason. The lesson won't come up, and the answer of the lesson won't come up until the person's ready to understand it. But you've got to walk through the door and face the unknown. There you go. Philosophy
Yeah.
from me.
Well, you got to be able to, like, again, put the stuff down so new stuff can come in, right? The universe will keep throwing things at you, but you don't have the capacity to carry it because you're still stuck repeating the same cycles, holding on to the same old things. And a lot of the times, like, you might be, putting it out of the universe. I want a new job. I want a new, I want to level up in my situation, but your mentality is still repeating cycles from your old situation. Your old cycle doesn't fit into the new one. So you have to be able to take stock of, like, your behaviors, your actions, your thought patterns, and really see, like, what would this version of me that wants these things act like? What kind of things would they say? What kind of things would they do? How would they show up? And how can I start showing up like that today?
Yep.
And replace the behaviors, habits, and cycles that aren't allowing me to do that. Because a lot of the time, that's the reason why we aren't able to manifest the new level up in the job or the new situation, because we're not putting ourselves in the patterns that match the frequency of that thing that we're trying to call in or that we're trying to do for ourselves. And we're kicking ourselves in the background being like, well, why isn't this working? Why can't I call this in? It's because you're repeating cycles that don't match the frequency of that thing that you're trying to call in. So you can want it all you want, but if you're not taking action, like if you could be like, I want to be the best-selling author, but if you're not going to sit and take time to write the book, it's never going to happen for you. Right. But over time, you've been slowly working on chapters, you've been working on sections. You showed me this book, parts of this book. You're like, I got this binder, I got that binder. You were collecting your thoughts over time. And, as it went on, it's like, oh, holy shit, I've got a book here. And, you went and published, and it turned into, now you are that best-selling author. But if those versions of you weren't taking the time to actually write those things down, you would have never had a book in the first place, right? Like, you can't
exactly
get to that best-selling author position without taking the proper steps and actions to get there. You can wish and dream it all you want, but if your actions aren't aligned with that dream, it's never going to happen for you.
You've got to trust the process too and what's happening. So, for example, let's look at Diana Warehouse. Look at her transformation and what she puts in. Have a look at who you are now, right? And have a look at a time where you were doing something. Oh, yeah, it's okay. Suddenly you've increased the vibration and your spider sense is going, hang on, I can't do this anymore. Okay, not that I hate it or anything. I can't do it because I'm not in frequency. Or there's a revelation in a situation like I've had the last couple of days and gone, hang on a minute, this is not working for me. Then you've got another situation, and maybe I'm overanalyzing, but having an awareness of going, hang on a minute, this is where I am. I have to go and I have to trust this. I might have to give up something that's been constant in my life, but I've outgrown it. Have you had that experience?
I have, yeah. I'm not gonna lie, I'm in the middle of one of those experiences right now, and I'm working on the parts of me that are still afraid to let go. And I'm still working on the parts of me that are trying to hold on to the safety and comforts of the things that I've known. And it's a process. I'm not gonna lie, there's a lot here. But I've known for a while that something has to happen. And I am in that process currently. I've been thinking about it more and more as we're talking. So I do apologize if I seem a little bit distracted because my mind keeps kind of taking over with thoughts. This is really like opening up some stuff for me right now, because there's things that I'm realizing, like, shit, this is an area where I'm not trusting the process. There's been a couple of times where it's opened up for me, and I didn't take that leap, because there was parts that just weren't ready to do it. And,
Ready or,
look,
okay, I'm going to ask you straight up. And here's devil's advocate. Work ready or scared to?
not ready because of fear.
Yep, done.
So yeah, it's I'm ready, but there's parts of me that are so fucking scared, and I know that if I leap, I'm gonna end up leaving them behind, and it might cause some sort of nervous breakdown or something.
No worries. Well, you're being your awareness of who you are. What about you, Di?
Yeah. And pretty much
what about okay, can I say to you, what about you taking the punt a couple of years ago to move by yourself?
yeah, that was a big thing because I
huge.
really wasn't all the way ready. I didn't save barely any of what I wanted to save to move out, but there are circumstances that became too unbearable to
Untenable.
be there. I couldn't heal and evolve in that environment. It was very toxic. So we had a traumatic event as well. So it's too much. I was like, I stayed a little bit, but yeah, I took a little hit financially just to do that. But this is the best decision I made. Now I know what's mine and what isn't. I have some personal space to heal and reflect more, and I moved to a slower pace place too. I also moved in the mountains. It's a lot slower. It's like an hour and a half from there, so it's like a lot slower, more chill mountains. Like that's where this is. This is special because I went to rehab in this area, like right down the street, like 5 minutes away from where I was. I was like, oh, if I healed there and I like my life was saved there, and then there has to be something about being in this area. And then I met the IET or the Reiki master who's training me now, who I got the healing sessions, and she's right next to where my apartment was. So that was like the divine thing that opened. It was scary.
Yep.
And I was like, I can make it work financially. I was like, I know it was expensive. It was like the worst time, like to probably go and do that. But I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna take a leap because I know the door's opening, there's opportunity. And then Shane at the same time, he was looking to move too. He was just in a situation where he was gonna have to move somewhere else. And I was like, I don't know if this relationship is gonna work long distance. So there's a lot of things that were kind of scary and maybe not even the best decision at the time because I was already in a trauma state. But sometimes you shouldn't make big decisions when you maybe just had a traumatic event. But sometimes your soul knows. My intuition did tell me, like I stayed for a little bit, but I was like, I need to go. This is becoming too toxic. I don't feel like emotionally safe in this environment, and I can't heal from a traumatic event there. So I took a leap, and it was scary, but not living on my own was scary. Just getting away from even the family dynamic, like getting away from attachments I had. The old version of me was connected to that family drama too, So this goes deeper than just that. I maybe had a little bit of addiction to like the drama, and like sometimes you're used to that, and you're like, I'm gonna go and be peaceful in the mountains when I've had all this chaos the past few years, and I just got out of rehab not too long ago, so everything would like just kind of happen, bam, 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 bam. But even the rehab thing that happened, it opened up. It was an opportunity. I got to go there for free for 4 months. That was an opportunity. Somehow it came to me because I've been wanting to get better and better, but then I wasn't ready at all. Like I still wanted to get high and stuff. And then the opportunity came for me to go this holistic rehab. I didn't have health insurance or anything, and I just lost a job. So it was like the perfect window of opportunity that opened. If I didn't take that, I might be dead right now. I was going down the gutter. I wasn't going to make it much longer. I was like getting really bad. So like that was the window. That's a little extreme, but that is like the window that opened, and we don't know when there would have been another opportunity again, or maybe there wouldn't. But that timing, like I knew, my soul knew when to take the job. I said I had to go to rehab at that time. I had to move at that time. There's no doubt in my mind. Like it was like my soul, like it's forced me. It almost felt like so like uncomfortable. It was so like out of alignment if I didn't. Like it was like the next, like I had to. Like I felt so uncomfortable that like if I did it, I don't know where I would have been. Yeah.
Okay, I got one question for you. You got 30 seconds to answer it. No, you're on the clock. If I asked you who you are right now and what you're doing, you got 30 seconds to tell me who you are and what you're doing. Go,
oh, man,
Sarah.
Go. Again. Oh.
Me?
Go.
Well,
you got seconds. If I were okay, let me explain.
What am I doing?
I'll give you time to think. This is what my coach JT Fox put me on the spot. All right, and he goes, "What are you?" And it really got me thinking. Okay, so if I were to introduce myself and go, "What am I? What am I? What are my strengths? What's my unique? What makes me unique and unique compared to someone else, compared to the rest of the world?" Okay, so for mine is I got rebranded. Okay, so I've been rebranding for the last 8 weeks. So I say I'm the principal life strategist and a personal advisor that help people empower themselves to get the best result in their life and get a better mindset to make themselves 100% accountable. My knowledge, life experience, and giving you the chance to be in an authentic, trusted space, to find yourself, to find the person that you are, and to express yourself, to find that inner balance and find the real you. And my unique flair, contagious energy and motivation and unique flair, contagious energy and motivation to get the best result for you and to make sure that you are the best version of yourself and get every dream you want to get. Now I'm going to rephrase that one, but that's basically where I'm at. I've been learning that for the last 8 weeks. When I first started saying that, I've gone exactly what you guys did. Oh shit.
Well, it's on the spot. I mean, it's
well,
like
also,
I'm multi-dimensional. I have a lot of different aspects of myself. So you're asking me to like 30 seconds, like I have to. But that's
you are
okay.
You're a wellness, Sarah. You're a wellness witch. Diana, you're a spiritual advisor. You're a spiritual advisor and guide. That's your new title.
Well,
so I just rebranded you.
So wait, hold on a second. This is where my brain is like, but wait a minute, are you talking about career-wise, or are you talking about like as a soul in general? Because for me, those are two very different things, Jay.
Yeah, okay, that's fair.
Yeah.
I was like, which one do I go with? Are you talking about me as the person, or are you talking about me as what I do? Because what I do is not who I am. It's something
I would say to you, put it this way. I would say to you, how are you selling yourself to people and your clients? Now, my belief is, and what I've found, is I'm one and the same. So there's some homework for you. Yeah. I'm one and the same. It's not the business. It's not the person. It's the one thing. It's intertwined. So the personal unique flair and the personal unique flair and contagious energy is the person that I am. The knowledge and the strengths that I've got is something I've developed as a person and in life, and then I brand it. Okay, so then that's your question: is personal or work? The top line is basically work-wise or who you are as a person and in business. So you put, like I'm Sarah, I'm a wellness witch, da 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 da, and then the next two lines are your unique skills that you've got, which is basically things you've developed. I didn't understand the concept. I said the same thing, but I utilize that to utilize who I am and what I'm doing.
Okay.
So the whole thing
I'll think about that. I'll think about that in more detail.
Yeah. Think about it. That's what. Well, put it this way: I got put on the spot, and I've gone, "Oh, Jesus," But it's really weird when you actually put yourself into that and what we're doing. What do you do, and who are you, and what do you do?
Yeah.
In 29 seconds.
Well, I mean, for me right now, I guess, I'm a wellness witch. I teach people how to listen to the subtle cues of their body so they can get a better understanding of themselves and unlock their inner wisdom so that they can heal themselves from the inside out and tap into the root cause of the things that are holding them back in life.
What's unique about you? What's unique about you, even though you're a legend? Seriously, what's unique?
My uniqueness is I know how to see past the I don't even know if I can say this on YouTube or it might cut us off. But to see through the seedy underbelly of what we're being told to find the truth of things. I guess
you see the truth.
Yeah. I'm a truth seeker. I'm a truth seeker and a storyteller.
There you go.
Yeah.
But you get where I'm going? So if you were to sell yourself as a person and what you do, so you'd be proud of who you are, which is all the skills you've developed, which is saying contagious energy, flair, and motivation to get the best result I can and not stop until that's happened. All right, I worked out that I'll put it to you this way. I turned being a people pleaser into a problem solver, and it flipped my awareness of what I'm doing. And it flipped my values. So you look at being a people pleaser in your old self and go, I've got to do this to please people, and I problem solve people. I help people to solve their problems, but they're bloody unappreciative little bastards, you know what I mean? Now I flip my thought and decide I fix problems. I find solutions for people, but what I will do is add in the thing, here's a solution, I'll guide you to use it. Get my drift? Instead of going, I'll pat you on the back, change your nappy, and give you a dummy and a bloody bottle.
You're making them find the answer.
Here's the problem.
You're
Let me
not giving
fix
it to
for
them.
you.
Make them dig within themselves to find the answer, like to go.
That's right.
Yeah.
This is it.
Yeah, that's like what I say too. Like, I'm not here to heal you. I'm here to guide you. I'm here to guide you on your mission to heal yourself.
So that's what today's thing's about. Not about book selling and all that garbage. That's great. I love that stuff. But within you find yourself and you become, I got told, I met a guy for about, 20 minutes in Chicago when I was coming through to go to Houston. Now I got to find him. His name was Jim, I think. I can't remember because I lost all my contacts. First thing, he shook my hand and we were talking. Within 2 minutes, he goes, "You're a philosopher. You're a great philosopher." And I was just going, I didn't know this bloke. But that opportunity was given to me to say, this is what you've got to do. You're on the path. This is your path. So having that creative awareness, or having that awareness and letting go of all the garbage and the egotistical stuff that we're going through, that we all go through with people and situations that are basically low level. That sounds really bad, but it is. Once we get into our vibration, which is what we're at, we see things at a different level. And having awareness and go, hang on a minute, everything is a lesson. Everything does happen for a reason. And there's an answer in everything. And there's a genie bottle. I dream a genie.
Oh, this is my magic water.
Oh, nice. Is it like moon water?
No, this one I charge the blue light. I charge it by the sun, actually.
Oh, it's awesome.
Yeah.
I'll learn more about that.
So the blue, there's something about the sunlight going through the blue glass that it takes the chlorine out of the water and it like purifies the water. It also it holds the lumens of the sun in a specific way. So it's it's sun charged water, this one.
That's awesome.
Yeah, I've got my green one, which is my moon one, for my moon water rituals. That's my abundance and that's my wealth water, so to speak, and this one's my health water. So I've got my blue one is my health, my green one is my wealth.
Excellent.
Yeah.
But you see where I'm going with that. That's probably the lesson for today. Yeah.
No, that's great, Jay. And it really ties in, shedding the old versions of yourself, like being able to follow the signs and synchronicities. That's so important too. Like when you're looking at who you are, where you've been, what actions you took, which ones you didn't take, which ones really shaped you, which ones taught you the best lessons, and which ones held you true in your values and things like that. It's really important to look at all this stuff and look at how far you've come, look at the transformations you've made, because we don't just make one in life, we make hundreds of transformations, and every single choice we make is an opportunity to transform ourselves in either big or little ways. So it's important to look at this stuff and talk about this stuff.
Congrats, Jay. Be proud of yourself. And we'll put the links to get his book I'll put in the show notes as well. So
yeah, please do.
I highly encourage you to get a copy. I'm about to order mine. So yes.
Yeah, you can get yours.
He poured his heart and soul into this. And this is his journey. This is really important to him. If anyone who's been watching our previous episodes, we've been talking about this for what, year? Probably more than a year now, right? Yeah. The whole time, probably, yeah. And he did
it. The book launch video is up on YouTube as well. I've put that in as well to show you what I was. I went live.
If you send it to me, I'll mix it in. Yeah.
Yeah, we can mix it in from there. So I gave you guys a shout. You guys are in this. Obviously, you guys are in this book.
Well, I'm happy to be part of your journey, Jay. I'm really happy to be part of both of your journeys. Really, we've all come a long way. We should be proud of ourselves. Yeah,
we've come a long fucking way since we started.
All of us. Yeah.
All of us have. Hey, it's not just me. Everyone has. Everyone be credited.
Yeah.
If you watch the early episode of Life Theories, we're rambling on about stuff, but I think we're transforming into what we need to be. And that's that question where I said to you, who are you now? It's a very interesting question. No, I didn't ponder at all until JT Fox said to me, what are you? Yeah. And who are you? And he goes into the business side, but it's also as a person. Because you see the business person, exactly, you can put your own personal you as a person as well,
Yeah.
Business is more.
Your values, your morals, your beliefs, that
Yes,
really shapes how you show up in your business. So I get where
that's
you're coming from.
it's how you show up in your business, but also how you show up as a person.
In
And this
all
is what people.
areas. I think you just show up. I always say to keep it consistent, show up the same in all areas. And if you're not showing up the same in
Mm,
all areas, why? That's probably the parts work, something
Yeah,
getting left
exactly.
behind, or like you're trying to resist certain things. Like sometimes you could show up better at work and stuff, but then for me, relationships are probably the one that's a little more behind. That's when I have to like match what I show up in, like my content or my work or so. You know what I mean? It's not all areas are always balanced. And then for me, I'm also working on the fitness stuff too. I'm trying to show up more, so but it takes time. You just move past it and keep growing. Yeah.
Well, the other thing, look, the weird things the last 8 weeks since I met JT as well. That's the big. That's like going through a new door. My podcast, and the number one, I've backed myself with the person that I am, and I've interviewed Bruce Buffer from the UFC. He's an exclusive. I've interviewed the Village People.
Nice.
Okay, the real Village People. Okay, I've interviewed them. I'm interviewing best-selling authors like Jim Marshall, who's the founder of Septemics. It's a mathematical way to look at yourself and what you're doing within yourself, and also analyze other people. It's very interesting.
Cool.
So I had a 2-part interview with him, and I've got a lot of other experts that you wouldn't know who they are. But I got this opportunity to join a podcast group to get more guests. But all these people have so much to give to the world. It's like they are best-selling authors. We don't know how many. There's 7 billion people in the world. There's so many people that have done so much with their life. It's not the people you just see on your TikTok and all those kind of things. We are great as well.
Yep.
Yeah.
Not just your actors and your bloody all those other people. It's these. They go, who the hell's Jim Marshall? Go and have a look him up. Oh, Septemics. That's interesting. So
Yeah.
there's a lot more to the world once you open up and go, hang on a minute. You walk through the forbidden door and go,
Put
this is a
yourself
new.
out there, put your creations and authenticity out there. That's how we all met. That's how we developed this podcast. We went into that full-time purpose group. I had no experience doing content creation. I hated being on camera even. And even the way I spoke, like I didn't feel that confident. Now it's a complete like different story. That's just what shows when you keep showing up and putting yourself, take that little discomfort, like what Jay did with his book, like what we've all done in different aspects. Like it just
Yeah.
more gates open up for you. It becomes like your life becomes magical and you start to meet your soul family. You just a new way of life. You like it literally is a portal. Anytime you make a big move like that's like a portal. That is a portal to new reality.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
You step to the other side of what's uncomfortable. There's always something there.
The other side of fear. Yeah.
Thank you so much, guys, for watching Life Theories, listening to Life Theories today. If you like this episode, if you thought that it could help somebody that you know and love, please go ahead and share it. Don't forget to like and subscribe the episode today. Subscribe to our channel, and come back next week or I guess, are we doing it next week? I don't know, but come back soon. Come check out some of our old episodes. And hit that little bell notification to make sure that you are notified next time we do put out a new episode. It was lovely chatting with you all today, and we thank you for joining us. Don't forget to snag a copy of Jay's book, which we will post down in the description as well. What's it called, Jay?
It's called Journey of a White Feather. Remove my mask, write my story.
There you go.
Great.
Best-selling Booktopia, so we'll keep that up and running. There is an ebook. There are ebooks available, and there is a link. I'll give you the link. You can go and do what you need to do, and hopefully, get the word out. And hopefully, that gives you some messages. If you read right between the lines, you'll get something out of it.
Yeah.
Yeah. I can't wait to read it. Yeah, I'm excited.
Yeah, me too.
People go look at it and go, God, hang on. But all I told people was relate it to yourself. And go into silence and read it, and you'll get it because it's. I was in that dark place when I wrote it, so it might not make any sense in some ways, but then you'll go back. I'm hoping because I wrote it like the Tao Te Ching, where you can read this today and 6 months time, and you'll get something out of it. There you go.
There you go. All right, keep growing, keep changing, keep transforming, and don't be afraid to take time for rest as well.
Yes.
Happy
balance.
day. Yeah. WrestleMania 2. Cody Rhodes, unfortunately, you're going to lose today.
Yeah, maybe, but he's still my guy.
Oh no, he's out. He's mine too, but it's all part of it. It's all part of the story, ladies and gentlemen. It's called Keep the Flow Going.
It's called acting.
Acting. It's all acting and also storytelling. So you go tomorrow and watch Monday Night Raw. There you go.
Exactly. All right, guys. Thanks for listening. We will catch you next time.
Yeah.